Like us to cross over live to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, where the 2019 census press conference is currently happening. Of course, that is expected to happen between the 24th and the 25th of next month. Let's listen in.
The maps, and we finalize the production of the maps. And why is this important? It is very key because it does help us in assignment of the geographical codes of the various years. Then also we need to appreciate the number that is required to undertake the census and the other logistical arrangements. But most importantly, it helps us to locate the households and also the homesteads. And again, this ensures full and unduplicated coverage for the population. This time, we are using technology to undertake or to conduct the population and housing census. And census undertaking is a very well-guided process. Under the UN, they normally come up with recommendations on how to undertake a population and housing census. And now we are at the 2020 round of censuses. And one of the key recommendations is to encourage countries to take advantage of technology so that they can conduct their census. And we started this even when we did the cartographic mapping. We used technology, and we have a record of the names of the heads of the homesteads and the average sizes of the households. We've picked coordinates for the homesteads, households, and this information is going to be, or has been inbuilt into our mobile devices, and when we do the actual work, this is going to help us. Because at the enumeration stage, the questionnaire, which we call the tool, is going to be uploaded into the mobile device. The maps that we've done through the cartographic mapping is also going to be uploaded. And even when we are doing the actual enumeration, again, we are going also to take the devices, the coordinates, for the households. And most importantly, again, the devices have inbuilt quality controls for internal data validation for the data that is going to be collected. And why would we use technology? One of the reasons is that it's what has been recommended, but most importantly, again, it will eliminate that phase of the manual data entry. And the manual data entry normally has got its own problems. There will be errors that are involved, so the issue of the quality of data is also assured. Then we can also get real-time data, which is sent to the servers as we start the enumeration process, and in that, it would shorten the time taken to release the census results and also the products if we use technology. So we are sure that we are going to release the census results within a record time this time around. Briefly again, the pilot. We normally conduct the pilot census exactly 1 year before the actual enumeration, and this was done in August 2018, last year. And what normally happens here is look at the logistics, you look at the accuracy of the maps that we are going to use. Then you test the questionnaire, because you administer the questions. Then look at the adequacy of the personnel that are administering the questionnaire, and also test the technology. And based on the information that is normally gathered from the pilot, you go back and you review the census instrument, and this is aimed at informing now the census process. So this was successfully done in August 2018. And I had mentioned that the field cartographic mapping has also been completed. So we are on course on that. Turning briefly to the questionnaire, the census questionnaire, we normally have what we call, we'll be having the main questionnaire and a set of 4 other short questionnaire. And the main questionnaire is to be administered to what we call the conventional households. There are 2 conventional households and the non-conventional households, because we want to get the population for everybody in this country, even the people who are on transit, people who will be in hotels, people even who have migrated for a specific period of time. But in the main questionnaire, we want to cover the following areas: the issues of the population characteristics, we get the demographics, the issues of the age, the sex, the marital status. We look at issues to do with disability, issues to do with education attainment, the training, most important issues of labor force, ICT, agriculture, housing conditions and amenities, and household assets. So it is very, very rich data set, which have got very many uses, and it is very, very key for planning, policy formulation, decision making, because you get to know the number, the severity, for example, of disability, the levels of attainment of the education status in this country, the occupation of the various, of all the Kenyans, in which industry, even the employers. All this information is going to be collected. Issues to do with ICT, issues to do with access, the ownership of ICT equipment. In the previous census, 2009, we did not collect information on agriculture, but this time around we have a whole module on agriculture, issues to do with crop farming, livestock, aquaculture. Then we look at issues to do with the housing conditions, that is the housing characteristics, waste disposal, energy use, and the ownership of assets. So this information that is collected would even help us to monitor internationally agreed goals like the SDGs, because we are going to get information up to the lowest disaggregated level. We are also going to provide benchmark and monitor the Big 4 agenda. So it is very, very key that this information, when we get it, it is used so that it can better inform the users. On CAPI, I had mentioned that we are going to use, for the first time, a paperless census, a digital census. And my colleague is going to present the program. So we have designed and developed the program.